Okay, I've got my temperature and humidity sensor now operating. This will be kind of an interesting video because I tried to write the code in, or have AI write the code in Arduino for this sensor that measures both humidity and temperature for this board, which is the Keyes 5016 board, that board. I could not get it to work from either ChatGPT or from Grok. Those two conversational AI systems did not work to give me this. This is from a different system that wrote this Arduino sketch the way I wanted it. It compiled and it gave me some pin numbers to connect my DHT11 sensor. I didn't know if it was an 11 or a 22 DHT, so that's this sensor right here. So I asked AI to write me code for both of them. Now I've got an ice cube here, and it is raising and lowering the temperature of the sensor. And that's why we're getting temperatures in Celsius. And of course we could add, those of you who are comfortable with Fahrenheit readings for temperature, we could add an equation here that converts Celsius to Fahrenheit. AI just wrote me the code for the temperature sensor in Celsius. We have to be careful when we get this code written, because if there is a space, and I found that happen once here, that will not, if this space is here, it will not connect to the hotspot. That's one thing to remember. Pasting this API key, which is for these charts, API keys, right? This key right here, if you copy and paste it, for some reason it always pastes into Arduino looking like that. It will not work. If you catch that, go back it up one space, and now it will work. Another thing, the AI system that wrote this code for me chose pins that are not on this board, and why, I do not know. I specified that I was using this board, but yet AI wrote it with pin numbers 3 and 4. So I changed that to 16, which is on the board. And I changed DHT22 to DHT11. It may not matter, but I wanted to have it correct anyway. The code is giving me these readings, temperature and humidity, every 1 second in Arduino using the serial monitor, which is this button right up here. And we're running at this baud rate. You have to make sure that your code, or that your serial monitor shows this baud rate and not some other one. Now I'll show you what I'm talking about on the conflict with the different AIs. I'm kind of working in different browsers. So I've got the Brave browser has my ThingSpeak channel. These are all the readings I'm getting over time. But I was actually in Google Chrome when I asked to have the sketches written for Arduino. Here is the exact requirement that I wrote. I specifically said do not use the ThingSpeak library because I found once one of these AIs did use that reference and I couldn't get it to work, and it's not necessary. I specified the board type by name and I specified the sensor by name. That's important. This code, though, from ChatGPT did not work when I copied it. I pasted the same request into Grok X AI. It also did not work. These may compile, but what I was getting was 0 readings. No matter whether I connected my wiring to a pin that was analog or a pin that was a digital pin on this board, it did not matter. I kept getting 0 reading. So I asked Chrome, give me some programming artificial intelligence that will write a program in Arduino. I'm not going to pay any money for it, and I don't want to have to log into the password if I can avoid it. If I have to log into the password, it's going to be, or if I have to give an email address, it's going to be a Google Gmail address, which is one that I have that I never use. So they can send me all the junk mail they want. I will never see it. But this seems to work. And I'm going to put a link to Duinocodegenerator.com in the description of this video so that you can find this code generator to write sketches for Arduino. This is very simple. I'm not doing complex sketches. It just shows the code that they wrote. I haven't compared it with the other two, so I can't tell you why this one works and the other ones don't. But it worked once I inserted my correct API key, once I inserted my Wi-Fi specification, and once I inserted my password, and then I made sure that I was using the correct pin. This gave me pin 4. There's no pin 4 on this board. So I changed that to pin 13 or pin 16 or something. This pin right here. And now this sensor works. So from here we will move forward trying to use this AI system. We've got a lot of other types of sensors that go with this, that can be plugged into this board, which has 3 pins in a row. And we have these kind of connectors that have the same 3 pins in the same order. So we should be able to go from here and continue with our smart home based on Arduino and the ESP32 board. There will be more about all this